and that's Camdo Solutions. And he's got a well-known angel sponsor to vouch for him. Mike.
Yes, thank you, Thelzo. And as many of you know, I'm Mike Volker, founder of VANTEC and of the What If Angel Fund, and I've been doing angel investing since the 80s, 1980s, that is. So I'm pleased to introduce Todd McCann. Todd is the CEO of Camdo. Now, Camdo is an interesting company. It was actually started by a really good friend of mine, Peter Jennings, in Silicon Valley, who did some reverse engineering on the GoPro camera, mainly for his own use and interests to enhance its capabilities, especially around time-lapse. Others, colleagues of Peter's, basically found out about this and then said, hey, can you make this for me? So Peter started making these enhancements and products for other people. Sales started to grow, but Peter wasn't really keen on running a new company. And the reason for that is that Peter's an active angel investor and frankly, a genius. He's even played chess against Bobby Fischer, and he commercialized the world's very first spreadsheet, VisiCalc, in the 1970s, which is really what put Apple on the map. So I introduced Peter to Todd McCann, who was looking for a startup to run. Peter, Todd, and I, as founders, did a seed round in late 2015. At that time, I invested personally, as did two funds, What If and Tamaya. The company is now profitable and growing at 30%. The new application is now poised for growth in the construction industry, which, by the way, is Todd's background. That's why What If is investing an additional $160,000 in the current offering of participating preferred shares. I'll now turn it over to Todd to explain this exciting opportunity.
Thank you, Mike. Okay, as Mike said, my name is Todd McCann, CEO at Camdo, and our purpose-built camera with computer vision is improving safety in construction. We're raising 1 million Canadian with a Class A preferred share. Construction is one of the most dangerous jobs in the world, responsible for 20% of all workplace deaths. In the USA alone, there are 773 safety incidents per day, each costing about 57,000 US for a total of 11 billion a year. And what's worse is 21 people die every day in the US, costing on average 2.2 million for a total of 12 billion per year. And sadly, the fatality rate has not improved since 2008. One of our paid pilot customers is Skanska. They're number 8 on the top 400 list of general contractors in the US, and they build 10,000 projects per year. This is Brad. He's Skanska's National VP of Safety. Try to imagine being Brad at his monthly executive meeting when his CEO asks him to report on safety, and Brad has to sit there and say, we had 399 incidents this month, which will cost us 23 million, and 11 people died on our job sites this month. I've spoken with all their families and we've initiated insurance claims to help them out. During 18 months of customer interviews, we discovered that construction safety managers typically take biased manual photos before and after an incident for their daily reporting, but the contractors want to improve the process and collect unbiased images automatically. Our upshot cameras are easily installed on the inside of a construction project in large quantities. We then use computer vision to extract visual data and deliver insights such as PPE compliance. And then the insights are presented in a dashboard. In this dashboard, there are 11 sites rolled up with safety scores. The dashboard allows executives like Brad to automatically see which jobs are at the highest risk of safety incidents, allowing them to manage the site crews and take actions before an incident occurred. The particular project at the top of this table saw a reduction in safety incidents of 28%. And for Brad at Skanska, this 28% improvement would equate to 3 lives and 6 million saved every month. Our addressable market in the US is the top 400 general contractors and the 150,000 general contractors in the mid-market. Between them, they carry out over 410,000 large projects per year. Our average order value is 5,400 US in annual recurring revenue, which is a top-down market size of 2.2 billion per year. We're currently partnering with the leading computer vision companies to sell to the top 400 builders. However, during our discussions, we understand that their pricing model does not work well for many of the top 400, and it definitely does not work well for the mid-market builders. Their pricing model is a percentage of construction costs, which calculates to be at least 4 times the price of Camdo, which is why we've developed our own computer vision service, well priced to bring actionable insights to the masses. We have traction with these enterprise general contractors for paid pilots. Between them, they carry out over 14,000 projects per year. They're forecasting to roll out our solution to an average of 11% of their projects before a larger rollout. And these 1,500 projects will generate $8.4 million US in annual recurring revenue by 2024, and that's only 4 customers. Our solution leads the industry, and we're likely to develop real-time alerts too. Almost all of our competitors use IP cameras, but they're expensive and power hungry. Our purpose-built camera has a much better price, but the key is low power consumption, and that's been our secret sauce. Our IP audit will be complete next month, and we expect to implement a minefield patent strategy. Our bottom-up forecast is strong too. Annual recurring revenue from the cloud service, shown in white, will quickly become our main source of revenue over our current time-lapse camera hardware sales, shown in black. Our EBITDA strengthens in 2024, and our gross margin gets to 80% shortly after. We have an experienced team to set and execute the strategy. Our C-suite has relevant experience with our CTO and myself, both having worked as engineers in construction for decades. To our COO, who operated a real estate company and founded a software company, and many of you know Gord, our acting CFO, having raised over 160 million. Our advisors have extensive experience in construction, M&A, and IP strategy. We're offering Class A preferred shares with a 1x liquidation preference. We're seeking 1 million Canadian and an 8.8 pre-money valuation. We'll use the funds to develop revision 2 of our camera and further develop our computer vision models and grow our sales team. Here are the reasons to invest. Our team has relevant experience. The business model is high margin with annual recurring revenue. We have established growing operations. Computer vision is a large and growing market. We have the low power, low cost advantage, and we're a prime acquisition candidate. We'd love to have you join us, saving lives in construction.
Thank you very much, everybody. That was Camdo Solutions.